Thus,
it.
hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, so it says, hear ye the word which the Most High speak unto you, oh who?
O house of Israel.
It didn't say everybody. It didn't say the so-called white man. It didn't say the so-called Chinese man. It said, oh house of Israel, what we taught you earlier. That's who you are. Yasharallah, the princes of the power. They don't?
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith who?
Thus saith the
No,
Lord.
thus saith me.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the pastor.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Most High. We don't?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
So it says, learn not the way of the heathen. So some of the ways of the heathen nowadays is what? Oh, it's okay to be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's okay. Your sons and your daughters don't know what they are until they're 11 or 12. Then they can decide what gender they are. That's the way of the heathen, man. You know what I'm saying? You know?
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
You know?
For the heathen are dismayed at.
So the heathen, they go around making horoscopes and all of that. That's learning the ways of the heathen. Talking about, oh, because I'm a Libra, this is my attributes. No, I am who I am. I'm a whole. I don't need no damn horoscope to tell me how I'm going to feel for a day. You know?
For the customs of the people are vain.
What did it say?
For the customs of the people are vain.
What's a custom? A custom is like a tradition, right? It says, for the customs of those heathens are vain. We don't.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So, all right, so now this is what we're going into. What they do? What they do?
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So imagine if I'm in the forest, right? And I'm just cutting a tree down. Just imagine, visualize it. One cutteth the tree out of the forest, you know?
The work of the hands of the workman with an axe.
Right, so it's the workman with an axe. I got an axe. I'm cutting the tree down with an axe, you know?
Right. They deck it with silver
Look, y'all.
and with gold.
So what it says?
Sex
They
mercenaries.
deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and with gold. Really think about what this is saying, right? We don't?
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
All right, so check it out. Here's what I did. I went in the forest. I got my axe. I cut it down. I set it up, decked it with silver and gold, and I fastened it down, right? We don't?
That it move not.
See?
They are upright as palm trees, but speak not.
So what is that talking about?
President Barbara.
Really think about it. So think about what it's saying. It says, in the beginning, it says, learn not the way of the heathen, O Israel, right? And it says, for the heathen's customs are vain, right? So think about it. I'm walking you through it. Don't learn these ways. The heathen's customs are vain, meaning it don't mean shit, right? He said, they go into a forest, they cut a tree down, they set it up, deck it with silver and gold, and fasten it down. What is that talking about? Think about it, huh?
You just were speaking about it. About
What
Jesus'
do
birthday.
people in society today do that for? What do they really do that for?
Yes. Can't really think.
Yes, you can. Christmas. What the hell?
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's why I said you really gotta think about it, huh? You know what I'm saying? You really gotta.
That's a Christmas tree.
Get that from the top.
Yeah.
Get it from the top. Verse 1, read on down.
No, when you say you deck it with silver and gold,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's just the whole tree,
No,
not
so
no
check
leaves
this out.
on
What's
it.
up with you, bro? What's going on?
I'm looking for weed, but I see that's a whole Bible right there.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Absolutely, the whole thing. Praises for that.
Anybody? Oh, you don't.
Bro, we're reading the Bible, brother.
Get it. Get it from the top. Get it from the top.
You heard it. Okay.
Get it from the top.
Right.
Get it from the top.
Hear ye the word which the Lord hath spoken to you, O house of Israel.
What did it say?
O house of Israel.
Hear ye the word. Salakia. Get it from the top. Salakia.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, so it says, hear this word. I'm not saying this word. Most
How
High's-
about-
Yeah,
Nah.
right, we don't.
Thus saith the Lord,
Right,
learn not the way of the heathen,
right,
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
right.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
We don't.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Now it's going into the customs. We don't.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Right,
the work of the hand of the workman with the axe.
we don't.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Right, we don't.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Don't you gotta fasten your
Look at
tree
that
down,
judgment.
right?
Look
You know
at
what I'm
that
saying? Don't you gotta fasten it down and all that to where it doesn't move?
Judgment.
And then what do? You set up ornaments and all of that.
You place gifts on.
Exactly.
Right!
Exactly.
You see that?
So this right here is a custom that we're not supposed to be learning. That the Most High said for us not to be learning. So what is that talking about? Once again, that ain't talking. It's talking about something that's going on in society today. that is Christmas. You know what I mean? So these things we tend to.
So that's going against his commandment?
That's right.
Absolutely. Give me Acts 17 and 24.
that?
You want to know why the preacher didn't teach this in the churches? This is why.
Acts chapter 17 and 24. God that made the world
The Most High that made the world, you know,
and all things therein.
and all things therein. So hold on. So see, let me break that down slow. It says the Most High that made the world and everything that's therein. Read on. Bring it up.
Seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth,
Read.
dwelleth not with temples made with hands.
So it says he don't dwell in them places. So if he's being particular that him, the Most High that made all of this, doesn't dwell in temples made with hands.
Right.
The church had to be built up and made by hands. So they serving other gods. You know what I'm saying? Now what is one of the first commandments? Give me Leviticus 20 and 1. I'm saying, so now you think about it, he said he doesn't dwell in those places. However, they're in there claiming that they worship in the Most High. Understand what it's saying. Understand what thou readest.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Right?
Again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel,
Again, thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, the children of Israel, the children of Israel. It ain't talking to everybody, man.
You're
We don't.
talking,
Who,
yes.
whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death.
Giving the seed unto Moloch. Now, let me say this. In today's society, how are they giving the seed unto Moloch? Child sacrifices by way of abortions. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? That's Moloch, man. These is false gods that they serve
So, bro,
And
knowingly.
that's touching the apple of his eye.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, King.
Pertaining it. Knowingly or unknowingly. Read on.
He shall surely be put to death.
Keep going.
The people of the land shall stone him with stones.
Keep going.
And I will set my face against that man,
Right.
and will cut off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Moloch,
Right.
to defile my sanctuary,
To
and
what?
to defile my
To
sanctuary,
defile his sanctuary.
and to profane my holy name.
Right. Give me what am I looking for?
When he devours his sanctuary, what does that mean? Like he's building a sanctuary in or something?
It says we are the temple of the Most High God. Where's that at? Get that. Get that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Right.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
What are we?
The temple of God.
The temple of God.
So when you do these type of things, you're into spiritual fornication.
Right.
Idolatry.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's spiritual wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So it says, know ye not that you are the temple of the Most High. And what?
And the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. It's
Right.
only the Spirit of the Most High that we being raised up right now in these last days. It's
Right.
only through the Spirit of the Most High that we tell a white man to his face he's a devil. They can't
Right.
do nothing about it.
Right.
So he's basically dependent on us. We're holding his temple.
You said what?
He's dependent on us because we're holding his temple.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We are.
If any man defile the temple of God,
So if any man defile the temple of God, so guess what?
Right.
You might not realize it, but celebrating Christmas or celebrating all these false holidays, you're defiling the Most High's temple because you're taking upon spiritual wickedness. You don't?
him shall God destroy.
Most High going to destroy you at the end of the day. If you keep doing these things. Give me Exodus 20. Give me Exodus 20. And so you gotta understand these things, like to understand who your power is, where
Right.
you really get your power from, man. It's the
And
Most
how
High.
much
real-
power you hold?
Yeah.
So you're actually holding power. Right?
Yeah, real power, bro. Like, dude, these people don't understand that we're gonna turn into the X-Men. It might sound methodical to have these niggas out here, man.
But it
Guess
makes
what?
sense.
We're gonna be running down armies, bro.
That's
By
right.
myself. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, "For thou art thy battle axes and weapons of war."
Right.
Man. We're gonna be running down these people, man. They don't make these movies like the X-Men and all of that for no reason. They don't make these movies like, oh, they got different type of chromosomes and all that for no reason, because we got something within us.
So you ever watch X-Men Apocalypse?
No, I didn't.
So you remember when? Well, there was a first.